What's up, Internet? It is Sunday night. We are here in Animal Crossing, seeing if we have any new treasure to look for. It does not appear to be. Also, no new villagers. Not that that's a terrible surprise. I guess first step is once again to go to the dump and maybe go to the next town over, see what's going on over there, because it's a little late here. Got a rally shirt. What does that look like to us? It looks like that. Actually, I think that is the same car color scheme as the car from Sega Rally, so I guess it does work for what that's worth. But I don't know a lot about rally racing. I just know Sega Rally. Anyway, let's go to the next town over and see what's going on. I've been playing a little bit more Pokemon since last time. It's fun. But you know, we are here for Animal Crossing. It's time to cross us some animals. And then after this, I gotta do some audio editing so I can release a review. I got a full night of stuff left to do yet. But, of course, we gotta take a moment for ourselves and just enjoy the wonders of Animal Crossing as we do every day. It's hard to believe we've almost done this for a solid year. 6 more weeks and then I guess this will be done. It's a sobering thought, actually. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do after this. Like, I kind of had the idea of maybe bouncing a few different games off the Discord, but I'm not entirely sure right off what we're going to do. But hopefully we'll come up with something. Alright, let's doodle on a cat's face. Although I'm not sure what we're doodling. Oh, I know. We can give her something that'll match her shirt. That's always a good source of inspiration. You got no face, Blanca. Like always. Don't worry, I will help you out. Actually, I think the color was light blue. Gonna give her some war paint. There we go. So now she's number 1. As opposed to just wearing a shirt that has the number 1 on it. Or she's a game of tic-tac-toe. One of the two. See ya. Alright, let's get out of this train and go see our old pal Mr. Nook. See what he has in store for us at the Nookatorium. Where we can find plenty of Nook-related goods. Ooh, let's clean that up. Ooh, let's clean that up too. We have a retro stereo. I could sell that. And some essay paper. If you ever want to write an essay again, but I haven't wanted to do that since I graduated high school, which was a very long time ago. So, no thank you, essay paper. Sell this, 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 and finally sell this. 2,000 bells. That's mostly more than I thought I'd get out of that. Not bad. Let's see if we can spend some of this somewhere awesome. On something awesome. There does not really appear to be anything particularly awesome. I don't really need a green golf bag because I don't golf, but I don't think I've seen a green golf bag either. I feel like if we bought this would help our chance of getting something really cool next time we help out Wisp. But at the same time, it's just not something I want. Oh, we've got so many important decisions for things we need to buy now. And yet, just isn't happening. Okay, no new treasures. Well, that's kind of boring. Let's go talk to a copper. Maybe someone's come to town. Someone that might give us some awesome loot. That'd be pretty cool. I always like loot. Oh, hey, there's Cube in his ugly, ugly shirt. What's going on tonight, officer? An unsettling looking tent. Oh no. I do fear Katrina is in town. For entirely worse. And she's in the worst acre ever. Nothing about this is ideal. We're gonna trip on her face a whole bunch today, I think. Give me a reading, and please don't make me faceplant a whole bunch. On a chessboard, a squishy backpack will be yelling loudly. That makes total sense. It also means not a goddamn thing. Thanks, Katrina, for once again being a very useless mystic. I think that literally means that nothing is gonna actually happen. And then, like, she's got the terrible one, which makes you faceplant a whole bunch. I'm quite familiar with that. Then you've got ones that just make villagers come and bug you for stuff, but you don't really get anything out of it. There's not really anything to going to Katrina that's beneficial to you. You have to pay her money, and then you get nothing of value out of it. I would like to help you, because I am neighborly like that, Cube. I'll go talk to Spike about your videotape. No problems. Alright, let's go talk to Spike about an outdated media source. Also, I think we have to go look for gyroids in the next town over. I think it was known last time. We'll have to take a look. Hey, Spike. Nice shirt. I need a videotape. What can you do for me in that regard? Ah, fantastic. You know what? This was relatively painless, so I will give him an extra sorry. On your behalf. Alright, so let's go find Cube. He shouldn't be too far away. It's not like Cube to run off completely aimlessly. Yes, it is. I have things to deliver to you, Cube, like this. Also, Spike says he's sorry. Oh, stationery. Stationery's lame. Lamey, lamey, lame. Alright, let's go talk to Goldie since we're in the area, and she's always a pleasant chat. Goldie! I can deliver some clothes to Caesar, sure. Alright, let's go deliver these to King of the Apes. And also King of the very low price but very filling pizzas. He's not home, is he? Well, that complicates things somewhat. What you doing over here, Pierce? Not a thing. He's just here visiting empty player houses. I know how that is. Okay, well, Caesar's got to be somewhere around here. Like, that's gotta be how it is. So the question is, where is he? I don't think he'd be in the vaguely empty acre above his house. That just doesn't sound right. No one's ever in this acre. Even I try and avoid it when I can. I'm inclined to think he's probably by the wishing well. That just seems like the most logical place. Let's talk to Cookie. Maybe she's got something for us to do while we're looking for Caesar. Nope. That really is a weird acre with the waterfall, because it's like split into quarters. You don't get much land on any of the individual segments, and it's a pain to get to any of them if you need to go there to deliver something. Also, I'm not seeing Caesar around here. It's probably for the best. His salads were kind of crappy. But that might be a big, important special fish. Let's try and catch it. Big, important special fish powers go! It's just a carp. That's less than interesting. There's Chow. That's not the grumpy character we're looking for. Cube moved. I guess we're probably going to have to just sort of spread out and check every single acre row by row and hope he doesn't teleport between them. I guess is our next step. Although that's hardly ideal. Alright, well, I guess we'll start at the top left or top right and go left. And we'll go down and check the next row. We will find him. We have to. These clothes are not going to be worn by themselves. And I think someone might get a little upset if I wore them and just said I delivered them. I don't even want them. I'm sure they're not Gracie brand. Because I'm Mr. Picky Pants like that. Oh, I can clean this up while I'm here. And actually, while we're here, we can drop off some letters. Sounds like a plan. Drop that there. Nothing here. Nope. Hey, it's our old pal Phyllis. I'm here to deliver some letters to you to deliver from me. Oopsie. No, I'd very much like to continue delivering mail, please, Phyllis. I'd like to mail this letter. I have more. I always have more. If you want less mail, you should not ask me if I have more, because I always have more, Phyllis. We know this. We've been doing this for a year now. Just like how I always know that letter on the left will never get mailed, because I don't know why. Perhaps it's cursed. That would explain so much about why that piece of mail has never been delivered. In the 20 or so years it's been sitting on that counter. Okay, well, we know Caesar's not in this acre. Doesn't look like he's in this one. You'd think it wouldn't be this difficult to miss a human-sized ape running around. And yet... he's not showing up anywhere, although I can dig that up. Yes, please. Oh, let's get rid of this paper since we can. Octopode paper. I shall write this letter. And I shall write this letter. And all the letters are written. We'll take our golden shovel. And gold shovel that hole open a little bit. Alright. That's one less blemish on this fair city's soil. But we still haven't found Caesar. Which is a problem, because that's kind of what we're trying to do. Another fossil. On the bright side, we're getting a lot of fossils. Which is good. Alright. What have we got around here? Doesn't look like much. Since the town is kind of bifurcated by the river, I will leave those acres for the way back, I guess. There's Weber. And Katrina. Once again, ruining everyone's lives by being Katrina. Take that and throw that out. There he is. I have a much, much less ugly shirt for you. It can't be worse than that. That's a "You Are Here" shirt. Yeah. It kind of works on him. Oh. Oh, no. No, I don't want that, thank you, but no. Money would be nice. Feel free to go support my Patreon. Not so subtle hint there. Oopsie, I didn't mean to tell you no, Caesar. And now you're all angry at me. Well, that sucks. I will just have to leave, come back, and talk to you again. Because I do want to be Mr. Helpful. And help. He's still angry. Huh. I wonder if that means that the museum has like a different... Because that should stop... transitioning into buildings and stuff should stop anger. And yet it didn't there, so I guess that's not considered outside or something? Or not considered inside? Or it has different rules to its transition? Go to Ace, get a comic book. I will bring you back your comic book, Camofrog. Consider it done, buddy. Here's hoping Ace actually has it. On the other hand, if Ace doesn't have it, that means we've got more of a quest. But at the same time, retrieval quests kind of suck. Hey, there's Cube. He always likes hanging out around here. Maybe they're all best friends around here. Camofrog is pretty mad, but I will deliver this all the same. Yes, this is the first North American Animal Crossing on GameCube. Which actually makes it the second game, but yes, it's the first one. Here you go, Camofrog. Oh, more stationery. That's the worst. Let's see if Gulliver's around. Free loot is always nice. Doesn't look like he's around here. Clean this up. And this. Not seeing Gulliver around. It's nice to hear the crickets are still out. Most people tend to forget about Animal Forest. The only reason I don't is because I have a copy. Although really the only difference aside from the language barrier is a lack of special items in that game. They really didn't do a ton to this game transporting it. That's why it's got such a small file size that once the disc reads it, you can actually remove it from your GameCube and it'll play fine. This is the first Animal Crossing. I know where Pearl is. She's in my town. She keeps leaving stuff here, even though she hasn't been in this town for 6 months. I think technically Animal Forest 2 was an enhanced version of this game. With extra e-reader stuff built in that the North American version did not have. I think is how that works. But that's the only Animal Crossing game I don't have access to. And the Wii one. I used to have that one, but it got stolen. I don't think we're running into Gulliver over here. I know that's not a coelacanth, but I want to try and fish it up, hoping it's not a sea bass. But it will be. As it always is. Oh, unless it's a snapper. I'll take a snapper. Anything else around here? Okay, that's definitely a sea bass. I'm gonna leave that alone. I think this is probably the best Animal Crossing game, honestly. The only thing it doesn't have compared to the newer ones is, well, obviously, like, it doesn't have a second screen to handle menu navigation and stuff a little easier. But this one has built-in NES games. It's got pretty much everything the newer games have. Except for different viewpoints. It's always got like this top-down view as opposed to like sort of the third-person rolling pin view. How did you get up here? You teleported. I caught you. But yeah, I think this is the best Animal Crossing game. It's the only one to feature minigames in it. Although New Leaf is a pretty good game as well. Although, as I understand, it's been updated to the point where, unless you've got one of those, like, new 3DS games, it's a little tough running. No, not all the games have the same villagers in them. I know across the entire spectrum, there's a few villagers that have been omitted. I know a few games like, every game adds a bunch of villagers. I know there was a big update to New Leaf that added a bunch of villagers that I haven't played New Leaf in forever, so I wouldn't be remotely familiar with them. I know there's a bunch of like amiibo stuff for New Leaf now that adds villagers and stuff. I know that even the Japanese version versus the English version of Animal Crossing added and changed villagers, so there's like no definitive one if you want to see all the villagers or anything. But I still say content-wise, this one's probably the best. But I also know that, really, it's more, do you value portability versus not? Because if you value portability, then get the 3DS one. If not, then I'd just say get the GameCube one. I will go talk to Goldie about this. Also, seriously, you need to redecorate your house. It's not good, Peaches. Well, across every Animal Crossing game, pretty much every villager falls into, like, one of, I want to say, including, like, the newer ones they added, I think, like, 6, maybe 8 categories. They're just different personality types. Really. But that said, yes, I do have favorites based on their character designs. I like Pierce the Blue Eagle, and I like Pearl the Marmalade Tabby a lot. Those are my favorite too. I like all the Eagles, honestly, and I like snooty characters in general if we're talking about personality types, but there's a lot of character overlap that's going to feel very similar across all the games. And you're going to end up picking up a lot of, like, dialogue repeated regardless of which game you're playing, just depending on which personality type they have. Oh, good, more stationery. Yeah, that's not a waste of inventory space at all. But, like, for example, I could talk to Pierce right now, and then I could talk to any other Jock character, and they probably all have the same dialogue, but it's the same in pretty much every game. That's one thing they never really crafted individual personalities for each character, and to be fair, there's hundreds upon hundreds of villagers nowadays, so it would be hard to craft, like, individual personalities for any of them. But that said, they really could have given us more than, like, 6 different personality types. I think each gender gets, like, 3, maybe 4. I know there's sort of, like, a generic just girl character sort of archetype, and then there's, like, a friendly girl character, a snooty girl character. I think more recently they've added sort of like a big sister type of character. What was that for? I wasn't even paying attention. Ah, Ace. Okay. No, I'm happy to do it. I just need a reminder of who I'm talking to. Alright, so gotta go talk to Ace. Who should ideally be down here. He left. Nope, he's still here. Just don't know where he is. Well, he's not over here. Oh, there he is. Please tell me you have a camera, Ace. I kind of need one of those. You do not have it. I know that smug response. I lent it to Velma. And of course, Velma likes to teleport around because that's just her thing. Alright. So, where is Velma at? Ideally... Oh, there she is. I still think they need to give her a different shirt because honestly it looks like she's naked and just tattooed number 4 on her chest for some reason. They need to fix the color palette or something. Okay, so this is going back to Cookie. I will deliver this to you. Oh, finally, someone gives me something good. What did you give me? We have a green golf bag. That's serendipitous, to say the least, seeing as I was looking at one earlier. Alright, let's go see if Tangy needs something. I think she'd still be around her house by about now. I would think, anyway. There she is. Everyone's favorite tangerine cat thingy. Of all the one tangerine cat thingies out there. I know Chow. I saw him at one point. I can't remember where. Guess we're on a quest for a big pink panda bear. I think Chow was up here and to the left. Yep, there he is. I have this comic book that I need. Alright, fine, I'll go talk to Camo Frog about it. But not because you asked me to, because it was my own original idea, copyright me. Right side, I haven't face planted today, that's a plus. Still, I wish Katrina would have actually had some value in this game. Alright, guess we're gonna go talk to Quetzal now. Who has been kind of teleporting around his 1 acre, so hopefully he hasn't left. Yeah, so one of the special characters that's actually in this town right now is a fortune teller. And if you pay her 50 coins, she basically can read your fortune, and she has a bunch of weird ones. Like, there's one that literally says nothing, like, some good things may happen, some bad things may happen, it literally means nothing. Then she'll say some ones that mean, like, all these villager characters will just come and bug you. And then she'll have, like, this one that says, oh, you are absolutely cursed, just stay in bed today. And basically what that means is every 10 seconds your character is going to trip. And it just slows everything down. And this will shock you, but that is pretty much every single time I do this. I end up talking to this fortune teller, and I always end up getting the cursed fortune. And I've still yet to see an actual value to this fortune teller character, but I still feel like I have to take part in her fortune teller-ingness every time she's in town. Oh, good. Furniture. At least it's not stationary. What do we get? We got ourselves an exotic chair. I do like the exotic series, although I don't think we need the chair. If anything else, it helps knock some stuff off our calendar catalog. Although it does knock stuff off our calendar if we're getting stuff from Wisp later. Weber has not a stuff for us to do. There's Katrina's weird, creepy tent. Of horrible, horrible curses. Gamma Frog, give me something to do. Or don't, I guess. Seriously, I could use more quests. I wonder if anyone's out by the wishing well. Let's take a look. And talk to everyone on the way, because possibly more quests. Nothing from Ace. Yeah, when you start a town you get one type of fruit tree, but basically you try and get all the other different types, usually by either completing special quests for people or like going through random dialogue trees, or sometimes even just mailing random stuff out. And if you do that, you'll eventually get additional fruit that you can plant in your town. And you want to do that because the fruit that comes from your town is worth 100 bells. And all the fruit that's not native to your town is worth 500, so it's worth 5 times any other piece of fruit. With the exception of coconuts, which I think are worth 200. But coconuts are really hard to get because you have to go to the Game Boy Advance connecting island to get them. And they're really just there for show more than anything. But yeah, this town has seen a lot of stuff, but it's also been around for almost 20 years. I've got to deliver this to you. Everyone just gives me stationery. It's the worst reward. Like, even just random money is better, because random money has a chance to be worth more than a single piece of fruit. Stationery's worth nothing. Screw it, I'm gonna collect shells. Go sell stuff to Nook soon. Got this. Time for one more. Alright, to the Nookatorium. Where we can empty our pockets and maybe finally buy something from him. Because we really do need to build up those lottery tickets, or else we're not going to get to take part in his lottery. We only have a couple more chances. Like, literally, we only have 2 more shots to actually win something cool from there. And I mean, what's the best thing we've won thus far? DK Junior Math. Hooray. Terrible edutainment. I'd like to sell some stuff, Mr. Nook. Like this, and 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 also this. That's actually worth a little bit more than I thought I'd get. Not bad. Now we have got the green golf bag. I'm gonna buy this train set because I don't think it's in our catalog, and that'll at least give us 1 ticket. Still got 2 weeks to get a whole swack of more of them, but given our history with the end of month lottery, I'm not wildly optimistic about it. Alright, let's see. Maybe Velma's got something for us now. Take a watch over to Caesar's. I gotta remember where he is. I think he's by the museum. Alright. So hopefully it's by the museum. And we can just get this done without having to set up a huge 8 hunt. Well, he's not angry anymore. That's a plus. I have a delivery. Yes. My original town that I'm currently visiting, the theme song for the town was the Zelda theme. So every time I talk to someone, it will play that. The theme to my main town that I'll be back to before the night is over is the opening to Secret of Mana. Okay, so I need to take this to Camofrog. I will return his picture book. But when you start, the theme of the town is completely randomized. Or rather, it's preset but has a randomized note in it. But you can change it to whatever you want. It just takes a little bit of time to hear out the notes and kind of figure out what you want out of it. He did put me up to this. Hooray, furniture! Got a fan palm. Maybe you have something now, Camofrog. I feel I need to ask every 2 minutes. Nope. I think that's the cricket that's actually worth some money. I'm so bad at catching these. Alright. It's just the standard one, it's not the bell cricket. Still. It's a couple of bells. Oh, the bugs are gonna disappear soon. I mean, they already kind of are, but still. And we'll only be able to catch the bagworm, which isn't worth much and is super hard to get a hold of. Go to Tangy and get an organizer. I think I can do that, Ace. So let's go talk to our old pal, Tangy. There she is. I can deliver this, just don't make me chase 800 people trying to track this stupid thing down. If it's just a matter of delivery, that can be done. It's a matter of tracking 8 people down to get the thing to delivered. I'm a little bit annoyed about that. Especially because you know that's when the reward is going to be the worst of all things. Come on, Ace, let's chat about the thing I need to deliver to you. This thing specifically. I am pretty amazing. Thank you for noticing. Everyone just wants to be stationary today. I think that's part of Katrina's prediction about how nothing good is going to happen. Just, yep, I'm just going to get them stationary. I don't need to write letters to anyone, because the letter reading system in Animal Crossing is a little not great, but... Hey, I have a bug, that's convenient. Consider a bug caught. Yep, I got you a bug, Spike. Hey, I got some wallpaper. Nice. It's not stationary. I can actually sell that for something. That's probably a sea bass, but what the hell? Maybe it's a snapper. It'd be easier to tell if the sea bass didn't have such a wide variance in its size. And all I can say is it's not a coelacanth. Ugh, this thing. Stupid fish. The funny thing is, it's not even like the least expensive fish out there. You can sell it for more bells than like the lowest selling fish. It's just the most obnoxious fish. Oh, there's another one. Honestly, I'm surprised we got a snapper before. I thought they were out of season. How much space do I have? 4 slots. Maybe we can find a char while we're out here. And then wait 20 minutes while I try and capture it, because it's the most awkward place. It's been a while since I've seen a brook trout. That might be a char, but it'll probably be a carp or something dumb. Worst case scenario, barbell steed. Just this giant middle finger to the world about how awful fishing in this sector is. Come on, Mr. Fish. Would you swim down this way? Because I can't leave this acre or you'll despawn. It's just how things are. And also, you better be a char, because waiting is not a virtue I possess. And yet you're making me show it. Sounds like Tangy's still in the acre. I can hear her running around. Come on, Mr. Fish. Down here. Come on. Just a little bit more. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's a gift from the sky gods. Unfortunately, we can't get it. And I sincerely doubt it'll actually land in a tree we can shake it out of. And this fish is really pissing me off. Come on. Ugh. And this is one of those acres that's like the only place you can actually catch the really good fish. So you just gotta sit here and put up with this nonsense. And as we've learned, you can't build a bridge in this 1 acre. Every other acre with a river you can, but not the one where you'd actually want one. Because Tortimer does not understand city planning terribly well. Come on. Ah, it's so close. Oh, come on, Mr. Fish. Don't be like that. So... okay, fine. It's gonna be a freaking tire or something dumb. Oh, nope, it's a char. It was actually worth our time, kind of. Nice. Aside from the fact that took like 10 minutes to do. Each has got something for us to do while we're here. Go to cookies, get a camera. I can do this. Wonder if Wisp will be in town tonight. Hopefully, we can work on our collection a little bit. Cookie! I need a camera. I was told you had one. And you did! Hooray! Okay, so let's go find Chow, who hopefully will not have teleported away. Although this game likes to mess around like that sometimes. There you go, Chow. Your camera. You are a pretty fashionable guy. You are wearing a very snappy print. But it's not a Gracie shirt, I'm betting, so I don't know how to feel about this. A 9-ball shirt. Yeah, yellow's not really my color. Checkerboard tee. I don't even know where we picked that up from, but no thank you. I'll go back to my very rare Gracie shirt. Thank you. Alright, I think we should go back to Nook's and go get as many flower seeds as we possibly can so we can go work on our garden. That sounds like a plan. I think we can go look for gyroids when we get back home. That'll be exciting. Alright, Mr. Nook, I have to sell some stuff to you. Just gotta make sure not to sell that ticket. I'll take pretty much all of that was that one fish. So that was kind of worth waiting for. Still pretty far away from that next goal of saving up 10 million bells, though. I don't think we're gonna make it by the end of the year. So alas, the piggy bank may very well be out of our grasp. And the special model of the post office even further. So perhaps our dreams of fulfilling a scale model recreation of the town in our basement will be a little bit out of our reach, whether I like to admit that or not. Alright. So we've got all the flowers we need. Time to summon a train and go back home. Hurry up, Porter. This is very slow, and I'm inclined to think this is only because it was like this on the N64 version. And this version could have probably done this a lot faster, and saved us the time of having to get on a train with the most obnoxious cat in the world. Alright. Let's get on the train. Once again, I will point out, there is only one track, ergo, to get back home we have to circumvent the entire globe in this train. Because there is only one track. It goes through every town ever. Because no one really planned out a rail system to this world either. Alright. Now we have to deal with everyone's least favorite cat ever, Rover. The cat which adorns my memory card because this game is so big it couldn't actually take up another memory card. They had to include one with it. It's kind of amazing because, like, the save file can't be more than maybe like a couple megabytes, if that. Nowadays you've got games that take up like half a terabyte hard drives at this point. It's kind of flooring how much we used to get away with in just containing games within small amounts of space. Granted, games have gotten a lot bigger since then, but still. Alright. Oh, we got mail. From the HRA telling me my house is crappy. Don't care. Let's go work on our garden. Let's be careful not to break any of our flowers. And we are here. Getting close to the end of this acre too. Yep, I've been planting every flower I could get my hands on every day for the entire year. So, my hometown's main export is like tourism, really. People coming to see the flower garden, even though we don't get any turnover. Seriously, we have so few villagers and no one ever comes to see because of the way this game is programmed. And we will never be able to fill it all out in the time I've given myself. Unfortunately, we are about only halfway done the entire town. Things are still perfect here. That's good to know. Don't think we need our shovel just yet, although we might have to go look for gyroids. It'd be worth keeping an eye out for Gulliver over here. And remember to go see Pearl. See if Wisp is around. There's something we can dig up. Whoops. Gyroid. Megasproid. It's not the one we need, but I won't say no to a gyroid. Still gotta find that crocoid, though, to complete the set. And Pearl's not home. Which means she can only be every other possible place, but she usually only goes one or two other places. Maybe up here? Nope. She doesn't normally go too many places. It shouldn't be hard to track her down, and yet... she's not making it easy to find her. Oh, we need to check in with Copper as well and see if anything's going on in the near future. I think Sahara is supposed to come to town, which does very little for me, but still. Ah. Okay, on the 19th, Gracie's coming to town. I can wreck my wrist trying to button mash for new clothes. Alright, that's something I can do. Where are you, Pearl? I mean, I know I have to go look for Wisp anyway, so, I mean, scouring all the acres isn't a problem, but you don't normally leave your house acre. It's kind of weird. Oh, there's our old pal, Mr. Glowy Spot. Free money, I will take that. Not seeing Gulliver around. I kind of miss his weird bacon eyebrows. Got another gyroid. It's a buzzoid. Still not the crocoid we're missing, but it's still a gyroid, and that's always a plus. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to do this sector by sector. So, we'll continue off at the bottom of the screen over here. Just have to slowly do this sector by sector to find her, so that we can deliver this thing she forgot. As she often forgets things, because, seriously, it's been 6 months since she moved here, and I'm still returning stuff for her. It's a little late for her to visit the wishing well, and she doesn't tend to. I don't think I've ever seen her by the museum. Thought I heard someone walking around, but it doesn't seem like it. Alright, well, continue up here and keep looking for her. On the bright side, this actually helps us find Wisp while we're doing this, if he's here. And I think our town is messy enough that he might very well show up, which is always good. There's Goldie's house, not that we've actually talked to her. Well, in this town anyway. Cookie must have gone in for the night. Nothing around here yet. Where are you, Pearl? You're not normally one to just up and vanish. This really is peculiar. She shouldn't be in bed by now, I don't think. She doesn't have her lights on, and she's not in, as opposed to sleeping. So she should be around here. Alright, well, we've covered about half the town. Not liking our chances of finding Wisp, though. Well, if we don't find him tonight, there's always tomorrow, I guess. Should still be one gyroid around as well, but I'm not seeing that either. Probably spawned in one of those, like, weird areas where stuff doesn't normally show up. There you are. How are you all the way over here? You're never over here. Anyway, you forgot this thing. Here's your updated media. I'll take some furniture, thank you. Okay, what did we get from Pearl? A cactus. Well, they're easy enough to take care of, I suppose. Though I don't really have a need to put one in my house. Okay, so now we just gotta look for Wisp. And maybe see if we can find that last gyroid, but we've already checked most of town. Not here. I've seen Wisp pop up in this area a couple times, but it doesn't look like he's here. This area too. It'd be easier to tell if the things we had to collect for him spawned before we talked to him, just so that we knew we had to look for him. But they don't until we talk to him. I don't think he shows up on the player area. So that leaves only a few more acres down here. And technically we've already explored these, but they were down there below the cliff, and I'm not sure if those are set to detect or not. Because his detection seems a little off. It doesn't seem to be proximity based. Alright, well, doesn't look like Wisp is around. Can't seem to find the other gyroid, but at least we can do is take these into our house and see if they actually work with anything. Let's see what we got here. I don't know. I think Spores are kind of cute. But I just don't like the way they look. I like the rubber bandy sound they make, though. I think Buzzoids are just obnoxious. They look like pickles. Corn or something. They just make a loud noise. I don't think any of them are gonna match my main floor. Even though I'm still not set on what exactly we're doing with this. I certainly doubt the sound of loud buzzing would fit the Zen garden. Hopefully we'll finish off the Crocoid collection at some point. Oh well. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do anything with these gyroids, but we can sell them tomorrow. And I think that will be it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, follow the stream to know when we go live, because we do this every single night. Plus other stuff when I have the time, like going through Pokemon Sword and Shield the other day. That was a lot of fun. You might also want to check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see over 1,000 videos waiting just for you, because that's how awesome you are. And not just Animal Crossing, but pretty much any type of game you can think. I'm sure I got something there for you. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so that I can continue to do what I do to the best of my ability, which in this case is running around helping people and getting lots and lots of worthless crap in my inventory for doing it. Ugh. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Internet.